This new Covert 2.0, I guess it's the first one. Obviously it's the second generation of Covert, but I guess it's the first one that they could tweak a little bit with some of the guys' feedback, in terms of what they like, what they wanted to see, what they, my feedback was I wanted to see a little bit of a longer club face, so it encouraged the club face to turn over a little bit more, and a bigger head. I'm used to looking at a 460cc driver, just growing up, in these modern sort of days, you're used to seeing 460cc. So, and performance-wise, it's been great. It's what I've wanted. My bad shots aren't as bad, and if I lose one to the right or to the left, it's not nearly as wayward as it was. Ball speeds up as well, and it's more forgiving. When we're going after a driver so hard, we're swinging at 120 miles an hour. You're not going to hit it out of the center every time. So off center hits are way more forgiving, which has been a huge thing for me. So the 3-wood I like. I'm always used to playing a quite a strong 3-wood. So this isn't quite as strong. This is 14 degrees, but I feel a 3-wood has to. It sort of has to do everything. You have to be able to hit it off the tee. You have to be able to hit it softly into par 5 sometimes, and so it needs to be quite versatile. And I feel like this one really is. I mean, it goes plenty long enough off the tee, but I can still hit it high and hit it soft when I need to into par 5s. And the 5-wood as well. The 5-woods. When I want to and I can fly it low, the 5-wood can get out there to 270, 280. So it's plenty long enough too. But again, into par 5s, if you've got 250 over water or something, you can hit like a nice high 5-wood in there, and it's going to stop pretty quickly. So they're really versatile clubs. I can hit them down, I can hit them up, and I can shape them both ways, which is I guess what you really need in fairway woods. The others were in the bag since I guess I started. So probably this time last year when I started to, I obviously got a set and started testing this time last year. So, I had the other ones in the bag for basically a year. Sure. So these are just fresh, new grooves, completely, the exact same, just fresh ones. Yeah, I mean, I was always excited about this resin technology, and even in the old ball, it had it, and it, to me, it flew great and it felt great. The only thing, I wanted to sound a little bit softer, if that makes sense. So, I went again, bringing them, talking to the ball engineers and, giving them my feedback. They came back to me and said, okay, here's a ball we think you'll really like. And, I started to test it in August this year, and then put it in the bag a couple, I guess a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it's great. It's softer around the greens. It's longer with the irons for sure, like half a club longer. I feel like ball driver combo is probably the best I've ever had, and it's really good. I mean, as I was saying out there, it's with being able to put like a lighter material in the middle, and being able to weight the ball, more on the perimeter, it just makes a more stable golf ball, and it's really good in the wind. That's the thing I noticed, even with the last, the 20XI that I was using, and then going into the resin. How stable the ball is in the wind and crosswinds and stuff. It's been really impressive, and something that I think has really helped me. It took the method technology. It probably took a little bit of time because I'd never hit a putter that rolled so quickly. So it took a little bit of time to get adjusted to. But once you get adjusted to it, I mean, it's great. It's such a great feeling, a consistent roll. So it feels really good. And then the wedges, I mean, the wedges are, you've probably seen Mike Taylor out there talking about the wedges. I mean, he's so passionate about what he does, and he can basically grind us anything we need. So it's great to be able to work with guys like that in Nike, and it's great to be able to be so involved in your equipment setup and have it exactly the way you want.